Hi, welcome to this week's question and answer video. My name is David. This channel is DeMars Coaching. I'm answering people's questions from last week's video. If you have a question, please ask. I'm trying to help you guys heal and learn from your experiences. So ask me anything you want. No such thing as a bad question, only bad answers. I'll try my best. Repetitive questions are really good. So just ask anything you want. I want to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't come up with a recommendation. So I've done this twice already. It'd be great for you guys to come up with recommendations. What is the best thing you guys have done for your recovery, for your growth, learning, healing process? Can you name something? I'd love to know. There's all kinds of different things that help, especially when we're being creative, right? Our creative minds. One thing I want to say today, I've done this before, about almost exactly 3 years ago today. I lowered my price for coaching sessions for the P that happened, the pan and the virus, right? Can't even say it on here. But back then we had a financial crisis and people couldn't afford things very much. And I lowered my price and it said it helped people a lot. Lately, I'm getting people asking me if I would accept less. And I'm getting people saying, David, I want a session with you, but I just can't afford it yet. I got to wait, stuff like this. So what I want to do is offer a discount again until June 1st, which is Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. So from now until June 1st, anybody that wants a first session with me, it's only $49. And you can find me at daviddemars.com. There's a link down below in the description box for my website. Please follow it. Please ask me any questions you have about it. And this would be your first session only. But I also offer packages that really aren't much more than that. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps us be able to talk and you guys find some help and maybe see if I'm the right professional coach for you. Let's get into the questions. I hope everybody had a good weekend. First, I think this isn't a question, but it's from Rory in Ohio. Hi, Rory. I really like Jamet's question about feeling compassion for them, the people who hurt us, what they must have gone through to get to where they are today. That doesn't take away the fact that they were abusive and had bad behaviors that must not be tolerated, not be acceptable in a relationship. I am one who always jumped at a chance to help others. It kept me from working on my own problems. Now that I don't do that as much, I have more time for myself and I deserve that time to work on myself. Yay, awesome. Thanks, Rory. Feeling compassion. If compassion is an admirable trait, one that we want for ourselves, try to find compassion in others. It's a great way to start to heal. You can identify people sometimes where they're at in healing, where they're at being a victim, right? If someone is hurting us currently, they'll say things, oh, I can't believe this person is doing this. I don't like this person. I hurt this person. They need to be punished for what they're doing. And say the person stopped hurting you, the relationship's over, and 6 months later, we're still saying this. I'm still a victim. I'm not healing, right? If I can find some compassion, and I don't want to force this at all, if you can, find some compassion for the people that hurt you, some kind of understanding. It doesn't have to be pity. That's not really the best. That kind of got us into trouble. Compassion. We don't have to forgive, but finding compassion is awesome. It really is. It helps us heal. It helps us find self-compassion. Okay. Thanks, Rory. I just wanted to read that for that reason. And Willa in Jersey. Right? To me, a person who does not share is not a partner. Stingy people are selfish. That's my thoughts. Yeah. And with things that are going on with me. If I have a friend that we only hang out once a month and he doesn't check on me or she, and I don't check on them and ask how they're feeling and stuff like that, I really don't, we're not friends, acquaintances. Yeah. If I have a friend that never tells me what's going on with them, or they'll acknowledge, hey, I'm just going through some bad stuff right now, but no, I don't want to talk about it. It's okay. I'm all right. And they never share with you and stuff like this. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. That person may not be there for you when you really need them too. Yeah, we need to ask questions. We need to share. Thanks, Willa. All right. Tara from Niagara area, Canada. Love that area. Just catching up on the last 2 weeks of videos as I finally got to stateside to see my family for Easter. First time over the border since the world shut down in 2020. Drove to Wisconsin, then flew to Texas. My first big plane ride. And other than the thunderclap headache landing the first time, sinus meds for the win on the way back. It was an awesome time. Yay. Good experience. Maybe do it again. Not so scared, at least. Finally, gaining the confidence to go more and more out of my comfort bubble more often, which feels great. I still get nervous and panicky, but it's getting better, yeah? Often, but I take the deep breath and make myself go past it, and it is worth it. No longer hide from the world. Time to start fulfilling my bucket list. Next is to touch an ocean. Wow, I've never seen an ocean, huh? Or at least touched it. Have a great week. Thank you too, Tara. I love these kinds of messages. I'm reading it to inspire all of you. Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't get too comfortable. And I mean that with people like us. Sometimes all we want is just some peace. Sometimes we wait years, decades, our whole lives just for some peace, and we find it, and we settle in and make our nest and don't do anything else. And the life kind of passes us by, and then we have some serious regrets. Thanks, Tara. Enjoy the ocean. Jamet from the United States of America. Hello, Jamet. My question is, what does it mean when someone keeps misunderstanding me? You're not speaking right. Just kidding. I'm guessing it's not a stranger. I was noticing with a family member, nope, not a stranger, recently, and it really bothered me a lot. Well, I'm sure you're not 5 years old, Jamet. I hope not. You're probably at least in your 20s, so you know how to talk, especially with somebody that you've been talking to for many, many, many years. I was making a joke about a wild, out there conspiracy theory, and they started arguing about how ridiculous that theory was, like I was believing in that idea. It kept happening. For another example, a friend wrote me a check and I didn't cash it right away. I was expressing that I felt bad for not cashing it, as they have to keep track of it. And this is a pain, I know. And this same family member started saying how they know that this friend is on a fixed income. Like I was complaining about the amount. Do they not know me? Thank you for all you do to make things better and clear for me. Well, thank you for telling me, Jamet. So just out of this, what I see is a little bit of not accepting that people have different opinions and different desires and wants and needs. You know, it's just instead of listening to who Jamet is and what do you think, Jamet? Is that what you want? Do you like this? Do you want to do it again? Because we're all different. Who knows? There is no guideline. It's not. I don't force people to live by my guidelines, and I meet people halfway and just accept that people have crazy other ideas than me. They're all wrong. They're all bad, but they're different. Just kidding. We're different. Different. There's more than one way to do things. It's like politics. It's unbelievable. No, we have to do it this way. No, we have to do it this way. Both sides really want the best, right? And then I see the important part. Keeps misunderstanding me. Not knowing who you are. Definite, clear lack of emotional connection. Okay? Emotional connection is vitally important for relationships to thrive, providing us the comfort that we need in life. Okay? If we don't have our emotional needs met, it causes the stress that we have in our lives. And so if I have a relationship with somebody that doesn't understand me, and I keep trying to connect with them so they understand me, but they refuse and stop, it will be stressful. So we are going to have to either connect or separate a little further away. Maybe where we don't really try to meet each other's needs anymore if this person is incapable, or if you're incapable of helping them understand too, right? That's what I see. So then we start evaluating relationships, Janet, and we say, what do I want in this relationship from this person? And are they capable of doing that? And if we establish, yes, we think they're capable, then we try, if that's what you want to do. And we be totally vulnerable, and we totally communicate with them, and we let them know how it feels, what you want, what you need. And these are our terms of the relationship. And you listen to their terms, okay? This person doesn't sound like a very good communicator, not really good at acceptance, right? You don't have to think the same way and stuff. You can say a conspiracy theory. I don't have to agree with it. It's just a conspiracy. You're just saying maybe this happened. Oh, no, that's wrong. No, it's not. Okay, we disagree, right? If we can't talk about it, let's not talk about it. You know, I have a relationship. I have a friend and there's something we can't talk about because it's just we're too opposite. And I can accept that. And so can he. He does. And so if we accidentally start getting into that area, we respectfully just kind of say something real quick and we get away from it. And it works. It's great. Okay? And I don't have to compromise my values or anything to do that. I hope I answered your question. Let me know, Jamet. Okay? Let me know what you think. Thank you. 2 candles from Pennsylvania again. Tim from Pennsylvania. Hi, Tim. Thank you for answering all previous questions. It was very nice to hear you. Addressing me for the first time, I appreciate all you do for us. Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate you too. In a previous video, you mentioned people that reject themselves. I feel like I might be one of them. I'm not sure. Could you please give us all some ways to identify self-rejection and how we can overcome this behavior? I understand therapy would be helpful as well, but just probably number one. But just some references would be helpful. I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and experiences with us. And thank you for telling me again, Tim. So, when we talk about rejection, we're talking about rejecting who we truly are, and I always do this. These are some major parts of who we are. And let's go over our needs, things that I need, even physical needs. If I need to eat, being on a diet, which I don't really agree with, it shouldn't be a diet, it should just be our diet, for life. But if I need food and I have food and I'm not eating because I feel bad about myself and I don't feel like getting up and feeding myself even though my stomach's growling, this is just a scenario because I can think of times where I just said, I don't feel like eating. I was a pig today anyway. It's okay if I skip a meal, late at night. It's too late, It's out of, I need it, I want it, but I just feel bad about myself. And that might be a poor example. Anything I need and I don't give it to myself when I'm capable of doing that is rejection. And the funny thing is when I talk to people like us, people who have been neglected of what we need, and we don't supply the things for ourselves that we need. But we're people pleasers, right? I can always say the best way to make people understand is, okay, we care for ourselves the way that we care for other people. Amazing concept. Whereas everyone else learns to care for themselves first, and then that's how they care for other people. No. We learn to care for others, and then that's how we learn to care for ourselves, yeah? We give someone that we love what they want and need unconditionally. We do that for ourselves. Find out what your needs are and make sure you do not deny these needs. Because once you're really aware of them and you're aware you're not meeting them, now you're really rejecting yourself. And that's a good thing to identify and be aware of. I want to tell somebody, I want to tell my girlfriend, what she said yesterday really hurt me. But I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to get in a fight. I don't want her to break up with me. I don't want her to get mad. I don't want her to get upset. I don't want, do you see that? I'm rejecting myself. I mean, it's like walking in a desert and you're lost and you haven't had water for 20 miles, 2 days, or let's say a day, because 2 days you die. One day, you're thirsty as hell and you see some water and you just say, screw it. I'm going to keep going. Not drink it. Not acknowledging that you feel bad. I shouldn't. That's a stupid thing to feel bad about. Here's a big thing that narcissists reject about themselves that we are guilty of too sometimes. It's denial, but it's rejecting my childhood. Telling people it was good when it wasn't. Telling people I'm fine when I'm not. It's rejection. Okay? If you want more examples, let me know. Okay? How about you guys come up with an example of maybe how you have rejected yourself? Okay? I know you all have one. I hope that helps, Tim. Let me know. Andy. Don't know where you're from. Oh, Belgium. Andy from Belgium. Hi, Andy. Hi, David. How are borderlines not aware of the pain they are causing to others? I think my ex was somehow aware she was about to hurt me when she cheated. And still, she did. She only kept denying for herself. I think until I got too close to the truth. And thank you. Well, borderlines are in a real state of, we call it black and white thinking, good or bad. Everything's going to hurt me or help me. Hurt me or save me. Kill me or save me. I'm going to die or I'm going to finally live. Everything might be like that. And it can switch, vacillate, alternate. Being in such a state like this, it's real hard to understand how you affect others. Try to understand or look back and remember when you've done this. I can tell you one example is when you've been really angry and someone hurt you, maybe repeatedly, or they wouldn't stop, and you hurt them back. And remember how long it took for you to feel bad and say, oh, I hurt them. Even though they hurt you, I still am worried about that I hurt them. And it might have taken a while. It might have taken a minute. It might have taken a day. It might have taken a year. And that's just not being aware of my actions and how they affect others. Okay? And we're real bad at this as children, right? And borderlines, a lot of them have halted development, arrested development, lacking some empathy, that we're all guilty of in our lives. Maybe again, hopefully not. I hope that helps you understand. Let me know what you think. Keep asking questions, Andy. Yvonne, from the United Kingdom. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, David. I love watching your YouTube channel. Thank you. I love you watching it. I have recently discovered that I am codependent. No, you're not. You have codependent behaviors. It's not a title. It's not a diagnosis. People aren't codependent. People have codependent tendencies, codependent behaviors. If we don't like it, we try to stop them. But at least you've identified it. First step. Both my parents were narcissists, and I have recently left a 38-year abusive marriage. Oh my gosh, 38 years, Yvonne. Wow. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I married a narcissist. I am working on my codependency, on your codependent behaviors, and I'm wondering if you could talk about it sometime. I talk about it a lot. And a lot of people don't like that word. You can call it whatever you want. That's okay. A lot of people sometimes they'll replace that with trauma bond. And I asked you, I replied right away if you could be more specific, and I didn't get any more specifics. Could you be more specific, Yvonne? Ask me some more specific question about it, please. I'll just a minute, a little bit of it. Codependency are behaviors, okay? We've all been guilty of it for sure. And it's besides just reading a definition. The term itself was coined after the addiction relationship, a relationship with addictions in it. Okay, and there's usually the abuser who's abusing drugs, abusing alcohol, abusing sex, whatever the addiction is, gambling. And then they have the person in the relationship that enables them to keep doing it, where they've each lost themselves and have enmeshed and become one, never holding each other accountable. Okay? And so you have the husband who comes home from work, drinks a 6-pack of beer, and beats his wife. The next day, he's going to come home, he's going to be home at 5. The wife goes and gets him another 6-pack before he gets home. And it just continues. And continues and continues. They become dependent on each other. And it's a co-op. Yeah? Emotional dependency. No self-reliance. Lost ourselves. And this started in family. And that's really important to understand this, to identify this. It can be very difficult to understand how people have been dependent on us. We think financially and stuff like this. I took care of them, I fed them, I helped them, I clothed them. Emotional. And once we can start identifying this, we can really avoid it. Avoid these behaviors. And what we really need is to keep our autonomy. And so that's why if we're in these repetitive cycles of dependency, we must, if we can, if we're single at this point, stay single for a little while and learn how to be more self-sufficient and understand what a relationship looks like. An autonomous, relationship with interdependence, not codependence. Okay? People call it, like I said, the trauma bond, where we get bonded through our traumas. Okay? But that can start, even the trauma bond, can start before trauma. We are bonding on our traumas together first. I'm telling you. You guys that formed a trauma bond with an abuser, this bond began when you started sharing each other's traumas, not being healed. Remember, I'm a victim. Oh, you won't believe what my ex did and what my parents did. Oh, you won't believe what my ex did and my parents did. Oh, we're here for each other. You and I forever. Yeah, I'll go get that beer for you, and I know you won't hit me anymore. Yeah. Hope that helps you understand a little bit, but again, be specific. I'll answer more specific questions. Thanks. Or give you more specific answers. KC, Kansas City. Just kidding. KC, don't know where you're from. Really enjoyed that and very helpful. I like your intelligence, knowledge, and experience showing through in a pragmatic way. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate your feedback. Emily Merton from South Africa. I have weird thoughts. I think that I shouldn't have to put on a jacket because other people won't find it cold. And I'm just being weak, or other people would be able to work quicker, but it always takes me a long time to read through things. That's okay, Emily. That's okay. If that's causing you problems, then we try to fix it. Okay? And it might take some time. Just like you would understand other people, and you would be patient and caring and compassionate, we've got to start doing that for ourselves. So we talk to ourselves the way that we talk to others we care for. We care for ourselves the way we've cared for others. Okay? Parents out there, it's the one true time we really are unconditionally caring and loving for another person. That's our children. And that should help you understand how we care for ourselves absolutely unconditionally, no matter what, because there is nobody else that will. And people learn how to care for us by watching how we care for ourselves. Okay? Thanks, Emily. Oh, Emily again. How do you stop people projecting all the bad things they think about themselves onto you? They do it without being aware of it. Okay, so it doesn't matter what other people do. It matters how we feel about it, right? And so we don't have to react all the time. And we don't have to change people's minds or form their opinions. Allow people to have opinions. I don't value people's opinions unless I value the relationship I have with you. If I don't have a relationship with you, I don't care what you think of me. Sorry, I really don't. If you have a relationship with me, if I have a relationship with you that I value, I do value your opinion. And I'll ask for it often. Okay? I hope that helps. But we don't, it's amazingly powerful. Radical acceptance, especially if you can do it right there when your ego is being attacked. Because if someone's talking to you and telling you you are this and you're not, that's just your ego. That's what they see. And it's projection. Negative things that people accuse you of is a projection of themselves. Period. Period. Okay? And Emily again continues, I tend to hide my emotions and suppress how I act. I thought that would cause people not to pick on me, but I think that is the reason why they do it. You can't hide. You can't hide. So as I hide, I become smaller and weaker. I don't want to be seen, right? I try not to move much. And that's why I get picked on. Okay? act like you have confidence, it will build confidence. It really will. It can. It's the narcissist's trick. All right? It is probably shame they sense and they can't handle their own shame. No, it is what it is. So they treat me badly. It would be nice not to care what anyone thinks and just be alive. It feels like these kinds. You got cut off. I'm sorry, Emily. I don't know what else. And that was the most important, because it said you were saying, I feel like these kinds. So that was what really matters. It doesn't matter what people are doing. It doesn't matter. It just matters how you feel about it. I'm sorry. Let's try a different reaction than we normally do. Identify the reactions you normally have, and let's try to react differently. What do you think about that? Let's not invest in people's opinions. Opinions are just, man, right? It's like, you know what? Everyone's got one and they all stink. You ever read reviews? Oh, gosh. Think about it. If you wanted to know what a movie was like and there's only one review about it, does that help you? No matter what that review says, there's only one, and it says it's the greatest movie of all time. Oh, must be the greatest movie of all time. And I don't even know this person. Would you value their opinion, Emily? No, you wouldn't. You couldn't. Yeah, you know, some people think it's the greatest movie. I know that the next comment would probably be the worst movie ever. Yeah, it would be. And the more comments, the more variety you're going to have, right? You have 100 comments. Now you're going to have 50 that say it's good, 50 that say it's bad, or 30 bad, 30 good, and 30, 40 that say it's somewhere in the middle. And then again, does that tell you anything about the movie? No. You'd have to at least know the person, wouldn't you? And then my girlfriend tells me a review on a movie, and she says the movie's really bad, and she hates a genre that I love. It might be good. And it's based fully on not even what she said necessarily. It's based on who she is. See that? I'm sorry that last part cut off. I'd love to know how it feels. If you can finish that again for me. Thanks, Emily. Sally, if someone gives you the silent treatment for a year, is there a high risk they are narcissistic? Yeah, I mean, we're all a little narcissistic. So you're saying, is there a high risk they are? Well, yeah, there's a risk we all are, right? Is there a risk that they're highly narcissistic? I don't know about that. Silent treatment, ghosting. I mean, these are acceptable forms of communication these days, right? Especially if you're on the internet all the time. If someone gives you the silent treatment, like who? And how do you know it's silent treatment? Because they didn't give you closure and end the relationship, or this is a pattern they do? Or now it's over, they came back and said, oh, I was just, not talking to you. Yeah, be more specific, Sally, if you can. I'd love to be able to answer this more. But, bad communicator, extremely exploitative and manipulative, lacking empathy, compassion, right? How regretful and remorseful and apologetic were they afterwards? I would be careful and take your time and doubt it. Not doubt yourself, doubt them. Does that help? Let me know, Sally. Okay, thanks. I'm sorry someone's doing this to you. Because it's just one of the worst things to do to people. It's awful. And that's all the questions. If I miss someone's question today, please tell me. Please answer it or ask me again, please. If I misunderstood your question, you don't understand mine, you want more specifics, be more specific, please. Give me more details. Ask me again. I love that to keep going. Not just one question. You're not really sure. And okay. Keep asking me more. That's why I'm here. It doesn't bother me. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, if you guys wanted a session with me, and it's about the money until June 1st, $49. And keep asking me questions. Subscribe, like. I need your likes for these videos to continue. Love yourself first. Okay, everybody. And I will see you hopefully next Monday.